I vaguely remember talking about this when we talked about this Will Anderson extension. CJ Stroud, you might be top tier talent, but you mid-level consistency. Let's talk about it. So is mid-tier consistency a little bit of a stretch? It might be. Man played 2 playoff games and had 5 interceptions and 5 fumbles and still won the game. So let me ask you, would you want to be negotiating your future salary based off your last year performance if that's what it was? If that's what we remember you for? Absolutely not. So I'm not surprised that CJ Stroud is not negotiating contracts right now with the Houston Texans. He need to play better. He had more leverage then. And if you're the Houston Texans, you're literally sitting back and saying, I just saw Seattle win a Super Bowl with an elite defense and, let's be honest, a barely above average quarterback. But at the end of the day, the Seattle Seahawks are led by their defense. At the end of the day, the Houston Texans are led by their defense. Now, what makes it a little bit more confusing and a little bit trickier is CJ Stroud does have elite talent. Like, we've seen him Rookie of the Year. We've seen him Pro Bowls. We've seen him do things not many quarterbacks can do. However, that consistently being inconsistent, no, they're going to start putting you under like the real microscope because everybody's looking at the Houston Texans defense and saying that's a Super Bowl winning defense. But they're looking at this Houston Texans offense and like, we don't know. With elite offensive weapons like Nico Collins and Christian Kirk, with Dalton Schultz leading the tight end room, and then you also have David Montgomery coming over with. The pieces are there. CJ Stroud, you just got to not turn the ball over. And it's crazy to say that I don't think you got to play as a game manager because it ain't that dire of a situation, but you definitely got to be playing better because 2 wins in the NFL playoffs and you had 10 turnovers is outrageous and egregious. And NFL executives are completely torn on the CJ Stroud issue. You have some NFL execs saying, pay him right now because you know the market for quarterbacks is only going to go up. However, some executives are saying that he's ranked probably 8 to 12, and his representation is not going to take an 8 to 12 ranked quarterback contract. What I can respect about this situation is the president of the Houston Texans is letting his coaches coach and letting his GM do his job. He's not impeding. He's not interfering. He's not whispering his aspirations and best wishes. He's saying, hey, run the team how you need to run it. Bring me a Vince Lombardi trophy. If it's CJ Stroud or if it's otherwise. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this because I think CJ Stroud is due to have a big year, especially if he wants that big contract to follow. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Still with it, Wire. Why wouldn't you?